Oh, yeah, get you one of those. Oh, we are live on a Friday. It's the Jessup Show podcast. New time, 8:40.
Central time.
Hang on, I don't know if this Silverdix is
Daytime. Daytime is fun.
I mean, it's daytime in some places, but is it, can we, I still kind of like daytime as fuck. Oh, give it on Silverdix. Oh, I don't know if we should be applauding you or could be producer Mike. I don't know, been on fire. Oh, the last couple of weeks, and tonight is no different. It's a follow-up, if you will, because maybe it's the new time. I don't know, but shit's getting heated. Few weeks back, I want to say back at, it was the end of April, okay? Thank you.
Suck dicks in hell!
That's for you, Dix. Is at the end of April, and then was it Wheelchair Rick? A couple of people just got. It was like maybe the summer heat. A couple of people got heated, and then right? and then last week, May 3rd, last Friday, we had Wheelchair Rick on. Oh, and he talked a lot of shit, Wheelchair Rick. I'm still fucking amped. Okay.
Carrying on like that.
There was a lot of carrying on. I mean, I got in the crossfire a couple of times. Wheelchair Rick said nasty shit to me. I think I have to have a rebuttal at some point. You know, and then also I feel like the Bucklands, they have to have maybe Eddie Weber. I mean, do you remember when last week when Wheelchair Rick called Eddie Weber's nuptials, the wedding, one-time event in his life, the little fucking barbecue? Okay, you know what? Wheelchair Rick still suck my asshole on that one, okay? You know what? We do not take kindly. Okay, I'm getting involved again. I got involved last week. I'm getting involved again. I don't know why. Okay. Listen, I just want to say, we are family, right? Is that right? Okay. Last week, Wheelchair Rick, he came on here and he said a lot of shit, and we really wanted, last Friday, we wanted to get the Colonel, the one and only Colonel, a Civil War hero, a veteran. We wanted to get him on to speak, but he was out saving lives and pulling kitties out of trees. And that's why I wore, in honor of the Colonel, that's why I wore the only loyal bitch I know for the Potter. I mean, I might have gotten swayed last week. I said some things, like maybe Wheelchair Rick is right, but I had some time over the week to think about it. And I'm ready to hear everything the Colonel has to say, because maybe, the devil slides in and does some sneaky shit to your head. And I'm not saying the devil is Wheelchair Rick, but I mean, he could be. You don't know. You don't know. The devil could roll up on your ass too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Let's get the one and only producer Mike on the line, and then see if we can't make all these connections happen and find out what the Colonel has to say. Ladies and gentlemen, on a Friday, here May 10. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Steve.
Yeah. It's a
Happy
good
Friday, everybody.
I mean, it's not Good Friday, we did that, but it is a good Friday. It's a good Friday to get fucked up. It's a good Friday to drink. Get you one of those. Sometimes when I get heated, I forget to pour a cocktail. Get you one.
Sure. I'm trying to stay hydrated.
load you up a fat one, smoke one. That's what we do, even though it's the later hour. It's 420 squared, if you don't know that, 840, our new
Central Time.
start time.
I got high.
Get high.
Yeah, you made
Or
some great
re-up
points at the
if you
top of the show.
started. Like me, I started at 8:40 this morning with coffee. And this is like re-up 10, 15, something like that. I don't know.
Okay. All right. It's a fantastic way to start the day. You're not alone with
Do you know how many times you've gone back to the bowl or the space nipple that you like to smoke on? You fucking weirdo.
You mean at this point today? I'm at triple figures at least at this point for the day. I mean,
We should do that now that we have a new later start time, because we were making an assumption that 4:20 people were just getting started. We should do a new feature on the show. You know, when we're not covering family drama, I think we should start asking everybody, what's your count? And that could mean bowls or rips on, you know, because a J is way more than a bowl. That's at least two, 3 bowls.
certainly. But at what number, like at what rip do you feel that you're just going to lose count? I mean, you're stoned. You're dealing with double digits at eventually. I mean, you're gonna forget
okay.
what
You
number
think
you're
it might be hard to keep track?
Yeah.
You think it might be
might
hard
have
to
to
keep
keep a
track of the
notebook.
number?
Yeah, you might want to keep a notebook and.
Okay. Good
I
point.
took a rip.
What about if
yeah.
I just took my pen and just did marks like 1, 2, 3, 4, cross mark? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Sure. Yeah, maybe across your arm, somewhere convenient.
Yeah, and then when, you know, anybody at work or school or whatever you do is like, what are you keeping track of? Oh, how many hits I've taken?
Yeah, there you go. And yeah, I think that it's a worthy effort. For sure.
I want to get, because I don't know what the real number is, and that's why I said we'll try. Make a note. Please don't do it on your arm. Let's start tracking hits. The hit tracker.
Okay, I'm might try it tomorrow. I'll try it tomorrow to keep track and.
Okay, I'm gonna make a note too, because I feel like a lot of times, like I'll say, because I feel like you should be my bitch ass secretary. I'd like you to wear something with your titties out. And when I say take notes, I don't really feel like you're actually writing things down. I think you go, oh yeah, I'll write that down, and then you don't. Okay, good point. I'm gonna write it down also, though. Okay, what are we calling it? The hit tracker?
Love it. That's great. The hit parade.
We're just checking in with the hit tracker for the hit tracker. I'm at 17. Producer Mike's at 14. Eddie Weber's at 75, and nobody can catch up.
That's right. Eddie Weber is toking it up at his little barbecue.
Here he comes now.
Right. Well, hey, at the top of the show, you made some excellent points. I, too, have been reflecting on the week, what happened last week. I'm still pissed off at Wheelchair Rick about what happened over New Year's. Remember I was telling you about New Year's?
Yeah,
I mean, over New Year's Eve.
we really did get a lot out last week, because he said some shit to you. You said stuff to him. To me, he had comments.
Yep. Yeah. At some point, we were going to strangle each other, I think, during that call. But that's what happens when you talk about these sensitive issues.
Oh.
And I would expect that hopefully today we can get a little more light shed on this sensitive issue.
A light shed? Are you talking like not a tough shed, but a light shed, like one of the weaker ones that, like out of Harbor Freight? What did you say?
Exactly. The Harbor Freight $4.99 weak shed. Yeah.
A light shed.
Doesn't have a lock on it.
Light
Doesn't have a
bulb
roof.
shed on it. Producer Mike, you talk like a fucking 90-year-old. We're
I'm
gonna
an old
get
soul,
some
dude.
light shed on this.
Hey, man,
we're not going to get some light
special,
shed.
too.
We're going to hear what the fuck the Colonel has to say. Bro, I don't know if you remember, but because I smoke and drink a lot, I took fucking notes. I don't even remember what's in here, but when we get the Colonel on, I'm gonna go through it, and we're gonna find out if any of that's correct. Because I remember the wheelchair. I mean, I guess when you lose functionality in one part of your body, the other part, like your mouth, it really rears up, and it's like double horsepower. Because it had a lot to say.
Suck dicks in hell!
Well, you know the Colonel, he always has a lot to say, and he's always on point and
the
very,
dicks are
very,
waving
very
at
clear.
me
Yeah.
like that was
this.
Don't okay. Did I do something wrong there? Because that's what I asked last week. I mean, everybody remembers. Like, I want to be accountable. Did I say something wrong there?
I don't think so. You always say things that are very appropriate and bring joy to people's lives.
Yeah. Well, let's just all be careful and conscious because, as we did learn last week, the motherfucking wheelchair mafia. Oh yeah.
Right.
They'll fucking wheel up on your ass. And
they don't fuck around.
You will get some toes run over, or they'll what do you got? Producer might take the good parking spots away from you, or
yeah, did we go through that?
I don't know if we really discussed with Wheelchair Rick what are the consequences of the mafia. Like, what do they do?
Yeah.
I mean, because there was definitely a lot of times when he was like, do not fuck with the wheelchair mafia, and
he was pretty adamant about that.
But I never, I mean, maybe we should make a note if we do talk to him again, what are the consequences of the mafia?
Yeah, so like, so Tony Soprano came rolling up on you and said, hey, you got to pay your monthly dues and stuff. There might be some weapons that come out. There might be a knee broken. Right. Now, if the wheelchair mafia comes up on you, maybe it's you get smacked with a ruler. I don't know what they do.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to get your toes rolled over. That's probably...
Could be.
That's severe.
I made a note of it. We can bring that up to Rick when we talk to him next.
Maybe they'll make sudden, fast movements that maybe you can't get out of the way of. Maybe they can mow you down on one of those things. And Wheelchair Rick has one that's like a tank. So he actually has one that's tracked. So that could be very dangerous. We do need to really get the consequences, though, because without knowing them, I'm just trying to imagine, and I'm coming up with our diddly squat.
Well, that's another thing that Rick pisses me off. He never fucking emails me his pictures and videos. He always sends them to my phone, which I can't do anything with. But I finally got those photos to my computer, so next week we will get a better look at those. That tank he's got. I will admit, that tank is pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
He could go to war in that fucking tank.
Now, we can mount weapons to that, and maybe that's what he's thinking.
Yeah, we could. Hell the fuck yeah, we could.
Okay, now that I'd be scared of. If a tracked man, Terminator style, rode up on me with 2 ARs, auto-fed, I might get, that would be disconcerting.
Well, what if it had, what if that came rolling up on you and it just had one of those tabby nipple flickers up there on the top?
Okay, yeah, that would be.
So he's rolling in like this, and it's got the flip. That would be kind of scary.
Suck dicks in hell!
I mean, you got to admit, Tabby's nipple flicker, it's not attractive to look at when it's being used. It looks aggressive. It looks like it could cause chafing.
Yeah, I don't know if we discussed that, but I just would like to opt out of any flicking of my nipples. And I mean, I am glad. I think more women like Tabby. If there's something that you want done to your body while I'm fucking you, if you could just figure out a little invention or a way to take care of that on your own so that I don't have to, I would prefer to ignore you and fantasize about other girls.
Oh, Tabby has no idea what she's doing for the world.
I just want to thank her for setting the standard. Figure it out on your own, bitch.
That's right. Solving problems, man. It's just all solving problems.
Oh, I think this is a good way to transition. I mean, we're talking about flicking nipples and you know this next guy from all over the world. He's traveled serving our country. Also, he traveled the high seas with me and producer Mike, where we did share love jerk-off section.
Life's sweetest reward.
Ladies and gentlemen, a lot to be said. Here he is, the one and only Colonel!
Hello, world! My name is the Colonel Josh. Now, for y'all listening in, we've got the Ultimate Warrior, and we've got Grogu. And they're gonna sit in together, and he's gonna, and then he's gonna send them. And you know what's gonna happen? That's right. Who's the champion now?
Producer Mike, did you know? I mean, last week was essentially round one where Wheelchair Rick aired it out. Did you know this is round two and the champion has been named? Did you know this?
I just thought we were going to get Colonel's side of the story.
I mean, but did you know a champion has been crowned?
A champion has certainly entered.
Look at
champion.
Is that a belt from a different battle? Oh, is this? Oh, there's the general. Hello, General.
We got to get a song for the general.
We got to get a song for the general. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. No, man. I mean, truth be told, I mean, I really don't have a whole lot. I mean,
Happy Friday. Let's start there. We're smoking and drinking already on a Friday.
I have been smoking a blunt and carrying on like that all for the last couple of days.
Carrying on like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I have been carrying it on like that. Obviously, you know it is because I'm the fucking champion. All right. All right.
Well, it's good to see a champion. I have a lot of questions. A lot was said. Did you see last Friday's show where Wheelchair Rick just went on and on about it all?
Yeah, I caught some of it.
Ooh,
I wasn't really
caught some of it
because I made some notes.
Like,
I wanted to ask you. These are one of the things that I was thinking about. It was on my mind a lot this week. That Josh had said maybe that your feet aren't doing good.
This would be Rick, Wheelchair Rick, not Josh.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Producer Miles.
Right. You're welcome.
These are my notes from last Friday with Rick with a K. It's Rick with a K, isn't it, Producer Mike?
Yeah, I think that was part of our segment too. We made sure that Rick was spelled with a K. Yes, sir.
Yep. We're only spelling Rick with a K from now on.
That's it. How do you spell your first name, Wheelchair Rick? K.
Yeah, that's what he said. Only with a K, I think is what he said. So anyway, yeah, thank you for correcting me. Wheelchair Rick with a K said maybe your feet weren't doing good, and that was why you had snapped. Are your feet doing good?
I mean, if he wants to talk about disableism or any other isms, I do want to ism myself.
You're saying that was a dig that your feet are working.
I have web feet. I have web feet.
You have web feet.
Yes.
But
I mean, if he wants to,
but I mean, I bet you he'd trade you your weird ass web feet.
I mean, I mean,
if he was here to, if you could offer up the chair,
isn't
for
he
the web
supposed to
feed.
be here? Isn't he supposed to be? I apologize. Isn't
No,
he
bro.
supposed to be
I
here?
don't know. Producer Mike might get him on the horn later, but right now it's your turn to talk. And listen, that's not the only thing he said. He said maybe Josh is out of gummies or something. Is that not correct, Producer Mike? Didn't he say that? And then maybe he said maybe also that Josh had gotten cut off in traffic, and he had traffic anger stuck up his ass.
Yeah. What he said was about 96.9% bullshit.
Oh, wait.
And
wait, Producer Mike. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Yeah, bullshit.
He had so much hyperbole.
Listen, he said that when you went to Goodwill to replace the dishes that you broke, that shit wasn't on sale, and you got fucking mad and took it out on him.
I mean, the best Goodwill that I've ever been to is in Nashville. And last time I went there was about 4 years ago, and I bought a pretty cool tuxedo suit jacket top, and that was pretty cool. But other than that, I'm pretty much going to press charges on him for stalking me if he wants to, be kind of crazy like that.
Wait, this is also something I think he said, and I'm uncomfortable, honestly, saying this to you right now, wearing a champion belt. I mean, Producer Mike, I just want you to back me up. I didn't say this. These are notes. I want to speak kindly to the champ, but he said maybe you were scared.
Of what? Him being
because
RoboCop?
You didn't. We called and you didn't want to, and then also he said that you were technically retarded, I think is what he said.
Yeah, he said some.
And then maybe you were scared, and I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, I know you're wearing the belt, and I gotta these are notes that's written down right here. I'll hold it up. Look right there. Maybe you're scared. And then also there's the part about Goodwill at the top there.
I told my awesome producer that he needs to get his diapers ready because I'm going to make y'all piss yourself. So basically, he went on a rant, and it was about 99.37% bullshit, completely fabricated up. And you know what? I mean, if we're going to be frank and Shirley, and don't call me Shirley about it, I fucked up and I apologized. I texted Mike. I told him, and not to name drop anyone, but I did get the okay from the tent gang. The tent gang had told me some shit, and I misunderstood it. I was sicker than a fucking dog. I got my fucking wires crossed. I apologize for it. He even mentioned
the tent gang told you something in privacy, and you accidentally spilled the beans?
Because I thought someone's talking crap about someone else in this thing. Hell no, I'm not going to do it. And I did not mention him directly. I did say, now a wheelchair big problem, because he just comes on and talks shit. And I just wanted to make sure he was paying attention, and he fucking did. So that means to me that he has a problem with me for no thing. I've never done anything to that man. And so obviously he has a problem with me. And, I mean, hey, I'm sorry that shit has happened to you. And I am also sorry that you make your wife do everything. I feel sorry for her. But that's not my business. Woo! Not my problem.
Really?
And if you really want to drag me into it, I will more than likely love to get into it. But you're not here right now. You're probably out doing a fucking couple of fucking sticker sales because you're about to lose some fucking fans. Because you know what? Everyone knows that you are a douche. But other than that, I'm pretty all right. Yeah.
Douchebag.
That's
Okay.
it.
Oh, listen, when we were talking last week to Hearing Aid Rick, he said that producer Mike was terrible. No, wait. Did he actually complimented you, didn't he?
He complimented me in the end because he got scared that because I can throw him a little bit.
Listen, he had a lot to say about everything.
Whew.
He sure did.
Yeah, that he
And his
definitely.
wife was crocheting or something in the background. She was very nice and very helpful. So I guess,
pleasant.
have you gotten some kind of word that he is just really puts a lot on her shoulders?
You know, the very first time that I had heard from him was last night whenever I was having issues getting on the Zoom, and he called me up and he was actually very nice.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think he knew. It was like, oh fuck.
Oh,
Like
yeah. He
I
knew
just
what he had said.
Yeah.
and I mean,
He knew
if
it
you
was
want to
coming.
talk about being in the trenches,
Mm.
I got deployed. What did you do? You got into an accident. I'm sorry. I love you all the same. I got blown up twice. What is your excuse, dude? What honest to God reason do you have to be mad at every fucking body? Steve allows you on the fucking show.
Oh.
And you want
Me
to
too.
cut
That was me.
fucking.
Oh, yeah, producer Mike. I guess, well, he doesn't really. He's not important. Let's not include him.
Oh yeah, no, I'm honored at the fact that I get to say my producer and I'm friends with the fucking guy, the boss.
Mm.
You know, I'm proud of that. But I'm not going to sit here and tuck wheel and run whenever.
Whoa.
No pun intended.
I'm not going to tuck wheel and run
Listen,
whenever.
you should be concerned because we have heard, back me up, producer Mike, the mafia is out there. And the
Oh
wheelchair
yeah. Hey, wheelchair. How would you like to know that I may or may not have been involved in the Michigan State Police for terroristic threatening that you did to me?
I got high.
So you might want to just sit your ass down because that's all you're good to do, and shut up.
Dwight Schrute, everybody. I got chills,
But other
Colonel.
than that, I mean, you know, it's like when Kevin Hart was, you know, invited to do the Oscars. He made some shitty ass statements and then he apologized for it, and then they wanted him to apologize for it again. He said, "Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not hosting the Oscars.
I'm not doing it."
And so I've already admitted I fucked up. You're not going to get it out of me again.
Yeah, what
But,
was the original fuck up? Because I feel like, and producer Mike, again, I keep going to you because it's been a minute and we do a lot of drugs. But we really worked hard to try and get at what really sparked the initial upsetting energy.
It was the misunderstanding, I think Josh was alluding to.
Yes, correct.
What was the misunderstanding?
The misunderstanding was I was talking and I got there okay, and they said we've got you. It was Tabby was like, you misunderstood, and I apologize, but I was talking to them and I was sicker than a fucking dog with the flu. First time I've ever had it. I was on some drugs that mixed in with my painkillers.
Yeah.
That oh my gosh, you're kidding me. And I legit misunderstood.
I got high.
And it took me 2 days. And then I put it on the chat. I am sorry. Going forward, please don't look at the Colonel like an asshole or whatever. And that was it. And then he brings it up 3 weeks later. Yes, sir. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean, a lot of people that are just listeners of the podcast or like me that don't know about the chat, where in the world is the chat?
The chat is a dick memory that if you are smart enough and you've got the dick sense, you can find it. You can find it.
But it's on one of the social media.
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
Oh, it's on Facebook.
It's fucking
okay.
Facebook.
So it's you guys
Facebook.
get together in a private room. Producer Mike, you know about this.
Yeah, I believe it's a group within Facebook that Eddie set up, but it's essentially the Jessup Show chat. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and that reminds me. I don't know if you heard last week. Speaking of Eddie, he had a little barbecue.
Didn't he get married?
that was
Didn't
such
he get
a great
married
line.
or something?
He had a little barbecue.
He had a little.
I mean, that's according to Wheelchair Rick with a K.
Okay, yeah, right.
He said that Wheelchair Rick, I mean, I don't think he went, but he was very clear to let us know that it sucked ass because it was cold as shit and the doorways were too narrow.
Yeah, because we can trust Wheelchair Rick with a K on his journalistic skills.
Well, he also said Merrifield was a dick.
Oh my God.
I saw that.
Right.
I fucking saw that, and I was like,
Rick went right after Merrifield. I forgot all about that.
I was like, oh, holy shit.
That fucking dude was out of control last week.
I know. I mean, we really need to just let Merrifield.
We gotta bring Merrifield come on.
We really got to get Merrifield to just do 5 minutes straight on.
If I may be allowed the affordability, I do believe we should have Mr. Merrifield come on and just roast for like.
Well, I mean, I don't know if we have to ask him to roast. We just do like what we're doing here with you today and having his side, just like we're getting your side.
He beats the living shit out of me every time he comes in here.
I said this. I think I said this to Rick with a K last week on the show. I said, if you were able to talk to the Colonel, what would you say to him? Didn't I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. So, Colonel, I would like to offer you, if you would like to talk to Hearing Aid Rick directly, you can you can speak to Hearing Aid Rick right into his turned up volume ear canal, and he will hear you. Go ahead.
Take a minute if you need it.
All right. All right.
It's a dick minute. I said only a minute.
A dick minute is about 2.5 minutes.
Stay focused.
So.
Stay focused, Colonel. What would you say to Rick?
I would say exactly what I'm going to tell you right now, looking into the camera. You are so stupid that you had to Google Army rank.
Oh, yeah.
Now, let's not forget
Producer
that
Mike
you
got
also
really upset. Very insulting.
You disrespected Mike, who's an Air Force vet, and you disrespected myself. I'm an Army vet. I mean, we've got a couple other veterans on the show, but you want to be RoboCop and wheelchair over to somewhere else? Dude, you don't even know. You can't even tread a mile in my shoes. Okay,
I don't know if that's. I'm gonna throw a flag on that play. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. I think you should probably not be worried about trying to get sponsored by the Steve Jessup show. I think you probably should be more worried about getting sponsored by Mickey Thompson to get some fucking RoboCop wheels on that shit. Yeah, I know I'm a douchebag. I'm epileptic, so I guess I'm allowed to be a douchebag. I was just trying to back you up.
I was like being your champ, man. You know?
Yeah, no. I mean,
these are backing you up. Go ahead.
I'm epileptic, so I guess I can just be a dickhead to everybody, producer Mike.
Asshole.
Carrying on.
I mean,
Carrying on
that's about what it is. I mean, good thing that I'm not an asshole, but You know,
That's true.
I feel better. I feel better.
I feel, yeah, this was very cathartic.
Now, one of the things that happened last Friday with Rick.
with a K.
Is that he really had something to say to everybody, and I just want to give you the opportunity as well. Do you have other complaints? Would you like to talk to me and tell me what I've done wrong, or producer Mike, or maybe you have something to get off your chest about Eddie Weber? Are there any other? Because when we opened this door, Wheelchair Rick really rolled through it.
You know, I really have nothing bad to say about anyone. I mean, I look forward to if I'm guilty of anything, I'm guilty of taking things way too seriously. So for that, I guess I'm sorry. Not really. I don't know what y'all would expect me to say, but there is definitely one thing that you do not want to do, and that is piss me off. That's it. I mean, I have nothing to look forward to except on this show and drumming and driving my car. That's about all I play with my Potter. That's all I fucking do.
Yeah, I wore this today for
that's
you. This is a special edition shirt that I don't even think we sell anymore, and it says "the only loyal bitch I know," and it's got a picture of your dog on it. Potter.
What?
Sorry. Potter. I gotta producer Mike, I apologize to the champ. I want to apologize for everybody how I spoke to the champ. Clearly the belt is present and you gotta know who you're speaking to. Potter, that was a misstep on my part.
You're good, brother. You know you're good.
Guilty.
Now, what was this about? Because you really had me concerned when we started this episode. Which one of those is you, and which one is Rick?
This is me.
Okay.
And this is Rick.
Rick.
Wait, I'm having a seizure. Wait a minute. I'm having a seizure. I'm epileptic. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Fuck off.
Now, we brought this up last week, and are there other E things? Because I think I said epileptic because it was top of mind. It had been said as a reference to producer Mike making mistakes. And then he said it, and then I went, wait a minute. Now, are there other E-word issues?
I am actually thinking about starting my own foundation. It is going to be called Epileptics Future Universe. Acronym FU.
I like it. No, I was just saying, like, are there other afflictions that start with an E that we got confused, or is epileptic the only E one? Producer Mike, you know what I'm saying? Can you look that up? Because I feel like I have Etsy, and that's something, right?
I think
Etsy.
I think that's where you go. You spend money on. I think that's a website. You want me to look up diseases that begin with the letter E?
Yeah.
Is that what you want me to do?
Yeah, I don't know if it's
is
epilepsy a disease? I don't think it's a disease. I think it's just a thing
E-L-I-P.
you deal with.
E-L-I-P.
It's just a thing. It's like a thing you deal with. It's not. Producer Mike acts like you have AIDS.
Is that what?
Well, I mean,
he said the D word. What a fucking dick.
I mean, there were a lot of things that happened in the Civil War that I'm not going to be too proud to mention.
Yeah, you got a lot of shit out there on the battlefield because,
Yeah. Yeah.
How, maybe that's what he meant about your feet. Maybe he thinks you still have gangrene.
I think you're onto something there, bud. I think you are.
Can you hear
He
that?
he very clearly has a
Can you?
problem with reality,
Mm.
and he thinks about himself way before
Oh.
he does anything else. This portion is brought to you in part by
Oh.
Caveville
Cavill.
Bar and Tavern
Thank you.
in Clithersville,
Feltersville.
Pennsylvania. Yeah,
Mhm.
there you go.
Yep.
And you can go there and grab a beer, grab a burger. I mean,
Work out your differences, just like we do here on the Jessup Show podcast. Very,
because it's all love.
yeah, it's all love at the Cavill. You can get a peanut butter hamburger. Really,
I do want to
tasty.
try that, dude. I actually do want to try that.
Go
It
ahead.
sounds good.
I'm gonna smoke more weed. Oh, did we get? Is this something?
Yeah, we've got your ear diseases.
Ear infection. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
yeah.
like
I
password.
think
for
Wheelchair
ear-
Rick suffers from early puberty. Shots fired, motherfucker!
Oh, but maybe he could have an eating disorder.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
He
Earwax
looks a good.
blockage.
He looks
But
a
just
good.
Mike, I don't even
240.
see epilepsy on the list.
That would be down at the EPs, I would imagine.
There's a lot of E. Those are all E's.
There we go. Here are the EPs themselves. Ependymoma.
That's
We've
not
got epicondylitis
Oh,
lateral.
epichem.
Tennis elbow. No wonder they call it tennis elbow.
Oh, epitennis elbow.
There you go. There you go.
There's the big one. There's the Colonel.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ooh,
producer
that
Mike,
does
could you
look
read
nasty.
it so that we can just understand all together?
Certainly. Epilepsy, also known as a seizure disorder, is a brain condition that causes recurring seizures. There are many types of epilepsy. In some people, the cause can be identified. In others, the cause is not known. Epilepsy is common. It's estimated that 1.2 of people in the United States have active epilepsy, according to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. Epilepsy affects all people. Epilepsy affects people of all genders, races, ethnic backgrounds, and ages.
Right. So it's not just Civil War heroes.
Apparently not.
And the worst kind of epileptic episode that you can have is called a grand mal, which is what I suffered from. And I haven't had a seizure since 18.
Can that
So I'm
happen
going-
while you're operating a vehicle?
That can happen anytime. What it is that all the combustion in your brains, the nerve signals, if one pops off and the other one doesn't react, it will cause essentially your brain is like, whoa, what's going on here? And then that's whenever you have a fit, is what they call it.
So you
An
can't
epileptic
just take
fit.
off in a tracked wheelchair and just roam the earth?
If I did, I would be sponsored by Mickey Thompson, and it could happen while I'm.
But I mean,
in
still, you could have
wheelchair
one of
mode.
your
It could
deals
happen.
and then
Yeah.
run over an old lady.
Yeah.
Kill her
Oh,
with
yeah.
your track chair.
That's why I take medicine every fucking day. You know? And I was sick and I was given antibiotics and it didn't cross well with my epileptic
Producer Mike,
medicine. So
I don't want to interrupt the Colonel. I just.
I'm done. I'm
No,
done.
I mean, I want you to keep going. We're talking about something new, and if we're adding a tote on the hit tracker, I mean, that's got to be fucking 16, 17, 18, somewhere in there. I mean, I've had 3 since we started this son of a bitch. Hit tracker, go ahead.
I mean, the thing that I take away from this, one is that
The
after
deaf
I
get
went off-
mad. I mean,
after
what?
after I did my little spiel in my defense, I got called by a couple of really awesome regulars, and this
All
was
of our
like,
regulars.
you're good, you're all right.
Oh, okay.
You handled that well. And that's all
what is it? The jury of our peers has spoken and they have approved.
The court of common opinion is what they call it.
The Jessup Show podcast commenters. Now, producer Mike, I feel really good. Way more positive than I did last Friday. I mean, last Friday, I don't know if you remember, but I did a lot of yelling. I got upset a lot. We got attacked. You got attacked. This has been peaceful today with the Colonel. And
he came in hot.
I don't even know if that guy last week was an admiral. I mean, he said he was, but I think that's certainly in question.
Don't get me started on that bullshit.
I mean, I am upset about it too because I was told to address the admiral as the admiral. But producer Mike, is that fucking person present to speak for any of? Is he available on a Friday?
Yeah, I tried to get a hold of him. I sent him a text message. Actually, he did respond. He said, "No, hold on." He said perhaps Josh was all pissed off because he was having a seizure.
That's a cheap shot, you motherfucker. You want to take this shit more personal?
Suck dicks in hell!
You can.
So is he not? Is he just avoiding taking on the champ? I mean, he's got the belt on. He's ready to fucking talk. I mean, does little wheelie boy want to come in and say his piece?
No, I actually was being facetious. I apologize, Josh. It was not Rick who said that.
I apologize. I don't mean that.
But Rick was invited. Let me say this. Rick was invited to give a rebuttal on this very call, and it appears that he has declined. Not unlike the Colonel did when Rick was on. So maybe we can get the two of them together. Maybe we can get the two of them together next week, and we can make sure that we've got everything straightened out.
Okay. I went back and I looked at a couple of episodes, and wasn't he all proud at one point of being like, "I'm here, motherfucker," and all this other talking loose shit? Did I look at something wrong?
I mean, I don't know, but I wanted to ask him a question too, producer Mike.
Okay. Well, do you want to give me the question?
Well, I mean, next week, I guess, if you're coming back, I wanted to ask you, as one of the fans messaged me and said that Wheelchair Rick is not even a fan of me and that he was just using me to promote his own podcast, and I wanted to say what he would say to that guy, because I was like, well, this is some bullshit. I don't know why they're saying this to me. How dare they? And anyway, I wanted to get the fucking Rick with a K to say, is that guy full of shit or what the fuck? I mean, does he know who I am?
Evidently fucking not.
Why is producer Mike, we never asked Wheelchair Rick why he was here. I mean, I've heard from Josh. I talked to Josh when we got naked.
You have a very big dick, sir.
Yeah, we went out on the high seas, and remember producer Mike when we all took our penises out and hung them over the edge of the boat, and then
the water was cold
and deep too.
And the Bermuda Triangle stole one of my beers. Damn it!
Yeah, that's right. I was there when that happened. Anyway,
disappearing beer.
I don't know what I was trying to say. I got carried away.
Carrying on like that.
Yeah, why am I even on
carrying
the
on like this?
No, this is the Josh.
Oh, no. I mean, what was I saying, producer Mike, before we started talking about? Oh,
you were talking about.
I was saying because we talked on the cruise, and I know why you're here every week. We talked about it. You shared with me. But producer Mike, we do have to ask Hearing Aid Rick how he found the Jessup Show podcast.
Well, I tell you what.
I think everybody needs to be vetted properly.
I think he did ask me to be on his program.
What if he's a troll?
Tomorrow.
What if he's an outside troll? What if he?
I think that's what he is.
What if he's
what I'm
a
saying
plant
is-
from the fucking Chinese or the AIs?
Well, what I'm saying is I think I'm going to be a guest on his show tomorrow, so I can actually ask all these questions in his fucking house.
Oh,
In
okay,
other words,
yeah.
Wait a
going in
minute.
there and
Are you
wrecking shit.
Are you tuck wheeling and running over here?
No, this is good. Producer Mike is going to act as our representative. He's going to go into the wheelhouse.
all right.
He's going to ask some questions. And then what I'd like you to do,
Reconnaissance.
Producer Mike, if you could record that, and then next Friday when we get back together again, we'll get some answers. And he maybe will join us then. I don't know. I mean, he's not here tonight. We're all here on a Friday night. And I know he said, I'm not going to be able to go out. Remember, he was mad at me for the new time. You know? I mean, you need to take that up with the fucking Tent Gang, okay?
He
right.
did lay into you on that, didn't he?
I'm sick of it. I got shit to say now. Maybe I need to have Steve versus Wheelchair Rick.
That's right. Rick doesn't make the rules. Tabby does.
Yeah.
That's probably the most honest thing that's said.
I would most definitely like to show the picture, but I know we would get messed up by the bigger people, so I'm not going to do it. But it's right there.
Is there a private photo?
No, it's the drawing that she did. Remember?
Oh, the vaginas.
Okay, I thought you had a drawing of Wheelchair Rick.
You didn't spunk on it or anything. Don't show it if you did that.
Yeah, no, the Tabby drawing, the naughty drawing that got us canceled, and I think you might be able to find that episode. I think we had to re-upload it, blur it out or something.
No, here.
The YouTube Nazis are after us anytime we show drawings of vaginas.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, something. Okay.
We got some boobies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see a vagina. Sure.
Smart ass.
At least that's what I tell my therapist.
I feel good. I feel like we've solved a lot here. You've answered Rick. Rick had a lot to say. I feel like next Friday, when it's not just a one-on-ones, because we really wanted to let you guys have a chance to talk, but next Friday, you know, we're all back in the room, and we're going to get Eddie's feedback on the Little Barbecue and the Bucklands for their suck-ass doorways and cold weather, and they can go fuck themselves, is what Rick said, I think. So
yeah, he said something like that.
Oh my God, it's really heated. A lot of people have a lot to say, and I thank you for coming on and speaking your piece. Producer Mike, any final thoughts for the Colonel?
No, just that, Colonel, we appreciate you coming on. We know this was not easy for you. We do appreciate your candor and your accuracy. We appreciate both of those things. So we look forward to seeing you next week, bud. Enjoy your weekend.
And I want to say to you guys, thank you for at least, knowing who I am. If you would have told me 10 years ago that I could meet Steve, I would have punched my own self. Mike, it's a pleasure meeting you because you're a veteran just like I am. And we do know what's up, and we don't have to Google ranks and ratings.
No, we don't.
No.
So
for that. Listen, another great thing, since it's just one-on-one hang with the one and only, the legendary Colonel. Let's go ahead and get a toast of the day. Toast of the day. Show them how it's done, because we've started thinking a couple of weeks ago. I think we were talking about ranking them. We're gonna have to do this because Ryan came on and just was like, yeah, have a good one or something, and that was it. It wasn't rhyming or sexy. It didn't make you feel uplifted. It didn't make me want to drink or fuck.
Yeah, it almost caused me to have a seizure of how, I don't know.
Let's go ahead and get it done right with the one and only Colonel. Toast
Hey, both of you guys, and to whoever listens to it, I love you. But more importantly, to you two people, you guys give me something to look forward to every Friday. And I thank you for it, no matter what time it is. Here's to you, and here's to me. Y'all have a blessed day, okay?
Here's to you, Colonel.
Oh, that was well said. Well did. Oh, and producer Mike still getting in the fucking line. Oh, what a lightweight.
I forgot to bring a glass over, so I was not prepared for the toast.
Oh.
And I got it all over my face.
Oh, I feel good. I mean, last week
right?
when we ended the show with Hearing Aid Rick, right. I did not know. I mean, I felt angry. I felt anxiety. I was mad. I wanted to punch people. But today, I don't know if this says more about me or you or just us talking, but I kind of want to I want to masturbate.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe we're just getting used to it. You know, we had the Eddie and Tabby fiasco a few months back, right? And now we have this. Now, Rick, you're right. I felt like I needed a shower afterwards. And then the Colonel came in hot. He had a very, very heated rant. And I actually was.
And the belt.
I
mean, just bringing the belt.
And the general with the signs and stuff. I mean, he was well prepared.
Yeah, he had an audience. Really well done. And good to see the belt on display because it's been tucked away for a minute, and he doesn't bring it out unless it's absolutely warranted, you know, unless people really step to him. So I was excited to see the belt. I was excited to see the champ holding court in the Jessup sphere, speaking directly to the jury. I will not be denied. Oh God, it was great.
Look, the wheelchair Rick cup fell over. It's on its side, down to the count.
Well, I feel atoned, cleared. I'm going to go jack my penis on a Friday night. I don't know if you needed to know that, but that's where we're headed.
You did not. We certainly didn't.
You know, sometimes the lady's not around and you got to get that the dirty semen out. You got to get the seed out and get it out. Out!
I call it prostate health at my age.
Oh, okay. We're all going to do some prostate health. Good to see you on a Friday. Producer Mike clearing
Happy
the
weekend,
air.
everybody. See you
Round
next
2 cleared the air. Now, next week when we all get together, we'll see what everybody has to say about what's been said. Good to see you, Producer Mike. I'm going to turn you off.
You too, bud.
I don't like looking at your shiny head when I'm telling everybody goodbye.
I'll go on mute.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you just, whatever you got to do. Dicks. I like it. Back here next Friday, 8:40, with everybody jumping in. Lots to say. We're going to find out. I'm Suede. I'm back on the Colonel's side. Old school.
Been a long, hard week of working. Tired, my fingers bleed.
Maybe he'll come back.
Been a long, hard week of working. Tired, my fingers bleed.
All right, load the ball.
I got hot.
On Friday, I know what I need.
Yeah!
There's whiskey and women and a little weed. 2 a.m. in the morning, riding with my gun. 2 a.m. in the morning, riding with my gun. Yard driving, cops will ruin our bus. There's whiskey and women, and we just cut. one is with the po-po. My wrist have been black and blue. And one is with the po-po. My wrist have been black and blue. I ain't got time for that stuff. I got shit to do. These whiskey and women, sticky icky too. That was the best one yet, man. That was it. Calling it.